Hello, my fellow thinkers and seekers of wisdom, and welcome to Quotable Skeptic. I'm your content creator, and before we delve into our video, I'd like to share something unique about this space. I craft articles on atheist quotes and also share my own thoughts with the assistance of ChatGPT. However, Quotable Skeptic is more than just an ordinary channel. Here, you'll find a perspective driven by curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge. I'm an atheist and a person with cerebral palsy, which affects my ability to speak properly and use my hands. Nonetheless, I can still operate my computer, phone, and other devices using my toes. I rely on my family for assistance, and regrettably, I never had the opportunity to attend school because most schools in India do not admit individuals who are completely dependent on others. That's why you hear AI voices in my videos. Together, we will explore the realms of atheism, philosophy, and critical thinking. It's a journey of discovery and reflection, guided by the belief that intellectual pursuit knows no bounds. I'm excited to have you join me on this path of exploration. Now, let's dive into our next thought-provoking topic on Quotable Skeptic. Author of this article, Quotable Skeptic and ChatGPT. Title: The Fictional Truth, Unraveling the Paradox of Religion. Introduction. In a world where humans dance on the tightrope of intellect and irrationality, it's time to confront a paradox that has long evaded comprehension. As an atheist, I've often grappled with the enigma of religion, a realm where tales, often as fanciful as those spun in movies, novels, books, or comic books, are held with unwavering reverence. Yet, while Marvel enthusiasts cheer on Iron Man's exploits or delve into the Hulk's rage, there's no place for religious scrutiny. It's sacred ground, where questions are heresy and skepticism, sin. In this thought-provoking exploration, I seek to dissect this contradiction, urging us to ponder why religious narratives remain impervious to the same discerning eye we cast on our favorite fictional stories. Indeed, religious texts are, like biographies, a form of storytelling, but therein lies the paradox. Biographies, rooted in evidence and facts, are scrutinizable, their truth measurable. Religious biographies, however, reside in the realm of faith and belief, a territory impervious to empirical proof. The divine fiction and superhero saga. Let's unveil the incongruity, the peculiar inclination of humans to embrace stories of gods and miracles with absolute devotion. A differentiating factor eludes us. Why do religious texts, akin to Marvel comics, find a foothold in the sacred realm? After all, both traverse the vast realm of storytelling, often packed with grandiose narratives, moral lessons, and powerful characters. My devotion to Marvel's Iron Man, Hulk, or Scarlet Witch doesn't translate into religious worship. So, what sets religious texts apart? Is it their age, the unswerving traditions, or is it something more profound? The paradox, faith versus evidence. The world grapples with a paradox. It accepts religious texts as divine truths while subjecting other narratives to scrupulous scrutiny. The question arises, can the belief in religious tales truly be separated from the unwavering faith in superhero narratives? When we extol the bravery of Captain America or the valor of Thor, we appreciate these as fictional tales, commendable but unverifiable, and yet, when we echo the feats of Noah's Ark or the parting of the Red Sea, we stand on hallowed ground where doubt is discouraged. We hear the story of Moses, an infant in a basket set adrift on a river, and in an instant, skepticism dissipates. Is there a substantial difference between superheroes in capes and divine figures in robes? Are we not simply trading one set of fantastical narratives for another, swapping our critical minds for devotion? The mysterious border between faith and fiction, the paradox of faith in religion and skepticism in the secular world suggests a strange border dividing belief and unbelief. To profess faith, it seems, one must traverse this invisible boundary and accept that faith can exist independently of evidence. Superheroes may grace our screens, but worship is reserved for saints, despite both being grounded in human imagination and storytelling. The enlightenment of inquiry, as we explore this paradox, we are confronted by the unsettling reality that the boundary between faith and fiction is precarious. While we laugh at the absurdity of Deadpool and revel in the mystique of Doctor Strange, we dare not critique divine absurdities or question religious mystique. But it's precisely the journey of inquiry and skepticism that ushers in enlightenment. In conclusion, the paradox persists, and the question remains, why do we revere religious texts while remaining unfazed by the fantastical narratives woven by Marvel and other storytellers? As atheists and inquisitive minds, let's continue our quest for understanding, for enlightenment stems from questioning even the most sacred stories. Is it a mental illness? Some may offer seemingly baseless reasons, arguing that religion is akin to someone's biography. But I contend that while biographies are rooted in facts, religious biographies rely on faith and belief alone, escaping the grasp of empirical evidence. Is it time to question this dichotomy, where one narrative we scrutinize while the other we venerate without reservation? As we dissect this paradox, it's essential to consider whether this enigmatic border between faith and fiction has a deeper impact on our society, our beliefs, and our pursuit of truth. What could the world gain from shedding light on this intriguing conundrum? What we can learn from this article? This thought-provoking article encourages us to explore the intriguing paradox between religious narratives and secular stories, such as those found in comic books and movies. Here are the key takeaways from this exploration. 1. The paradox of sacred versus secular stories. The article raises the paradox of how religious narratives are often held as sacred and beyond scrutiny, while secular stories like those found in comic books or movies are subject to analysis and skepticism. It invites readers to ponder why religious texts remain impervious to the same discerning eye cast on fictional stories. 2. Divine fiction and superhero sagas. The article draws a parallel between religious narratives and superhero stories, emphasizing their shared elements of grandiose storytelling, moral lessons, and powerful characters. It prompts us to question what sets religious texts apart from other forms of storytelling. 3. Faith versus evidence. The core paradox lies in accepting religious texts as divine truths based on faith while subjecting other narratives to evidence-based scrutiny. It challenges us to consider whether the belief in religious tales can be separated from unwavering faith in superhero narratives, both of which are grounded in human imagination. 4. The mysterious border between faith and fiction. The article highlights the precarious boundary that separates belief and unbelief, emphasizing that to profess faith, one must cross this invisible line and accept that faith can exist independently of evidence. It prompts us to reflect on the difference in how we approach divine and secular stories. 5. The enlightenment of inquiry. The article encourages the pursuit of understanding through inquiry and skepticism. It acknowledges the paradox but reminds us that enlightenment stems from questioning even the most sacred stories. The central question remains, why do we venerate religious texts while subjecting secular narratives to scrutiny? This exploration is a call for inquisitive minds to continue their quest for understanding, challenging the boundaries between faith and fiction and the impact of this paradox on our beliefs, society, and the pursuit of truth. It encourages us to shed light on this intriguing conundrum to gain a deeper understanding of our complex relationship with stories and belief. Here are 3 questions for theists. 1. In your faith tradition, how do you reconcile the acceptance of religious narratives, often rooted in faith and belief alone, with the critical scrutiny applied to other forms of storytelling, such as fictional narratives in books, movies, or comic books too? Many religious texts contain supernatural elements and miracles that defy natural laws. How do you differentiate between these divine occurrences and the fantastical events found in secular stories? Is there a distinction, or do both rely on faith and imagination? 3. Religious narratives often present historical or cultural stories that shape the beliefs and values of a community. How do you engage in? As we reach the conclusion of this insightful journey, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for being a part of Quotable Skeptic. Your curiosity and engagement mean the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Remember, sharing is caring. If you found value in our discussions, sharing this channel with your fellow truth seekers would be greatly appreciated. To both those who have been with us from the beginning and those who have just joined, thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Your support makes the pursuit of knowledge and critical thinking all the more rewarding. Until we meet again, stay curious, stay rational, and always keep seeking the truth. You can also join my WhatsApp channel and follow me on Instagram. Both links are available in the description and pinned comment. This is Quotable Skeptic, signing off.